power of thought, the magic of the mind. No dough, no show. Keep calm, my friend.
Not gonna lie, I spent a good amount of time messing around on Steam just trying to find something interesting to play. I often browse through my discovery queue and more often than not come up with crap. It's a sad but true fact, but since Steam is so damn big now, it gets loaded with shovelware, experimental titles, and just all around weird ass games. That's why I was so surprised to find an amazing game hidden just underneath my nose. Catch Me was this little gem in the middle of a suggestion bin of garbage. So I fired up Catch Me for the first time. I was greeted with a pretty cool intro screen. It laid out the world pretty well, and honestly, I was pretty surprised. I mean, a magician thief? It sounded cool in practice, but being a magician usually means you're making money somewhere, even if it's turning tricks in the street. Like magic tricks. Not, never. After the rather well done intro, I was thrown into some tutorials and the real point of the game began. To my slight dismay though, the game controls similar to an RTS with point and click commands for both walking and actions. I quickly got over this though, when I realized it made a lot of sense in this context. However, when it got to the real game mechanics and the core gameplay, it seemed a little too easy and straightforward. Like, if you walk normally, you make a lot of noise. Or it takes a lot of time to crack a safe. Oh, did you know sneaking past people is pretty hard to do? It really was pretty interesting graphically, but if this was what the game was all about, I would breeze through it. Or so I thought. The next floor had me trying to pick an entry point that made sense so I could actually plan out my assault. And as any good magician thief would have, I had lots of crazy ass tricks up my sleeve. As I continued through the first act, so to say, I mastered these little core rules and actually started to have some fun. Maybe too much fun. I mean, I'm a pretty good guy at heart, but honestly, playing this game kind of brought out these feelings in me, something I never felt before. It almost made me believe that okay, this game's amazing. 1 hour in, I'm already sneaking past multiple guards, robot dogs, and I'm turning birds into KFC takeout. Beyond the regular ins and outs of robbing people though, I learned there's a fairly deep system for guarding your own money. You see, in Catch Me, unlike what I believed in the first hour, your money is constantly available for other players to steal. So to prevent that, you have to decide whether to invest in some really awesome power-ups for your thief, or actually defend the funds you've pilfered. Now this may seem pretty easy, but there is a limiting factor here. To increase your defenses and your base's level, you've got to actually have enough money stored to purchase it. However, each safe can only hold so much gold before you have to buy a second one, which basically increases the chances of one or the other being stolen. With that in mind, I decided to consolidate everything in the ultimate impenetrable base. So now they can get to the first chest, but I doubt they can get to the others before my guys whoop that ass. Playing Catch Me is oddly exhilarating. It gives me the feeling of doing something naughty, although I'm just playing a game with other people. But every dog I trick, every guy I knock out, and every bird I throw makes me feel like a veritable badass. Like I outsmarted the world's most intelligent crook. Like I really did rob these people and achieved something I would never do in real life. As I ran through the corridors of yet another maze, my aspirations became loftier. I would become a shadow stealing everything in the night. I would become a phantom.
Don't worry, your gold has found a better home. Toodles, the Phantom Thief. Ace.
I had finally found something oh so excellent. Similar to Lupin III, Catch Me gives you the ability to really shove other thieves' faces in. After a successful robbery, you can leave messages like the one just now and basically taunt your victims. It's really a clever little addition that makes this game that much more whimsical. Oh, also there are these little rose thingies I finally took a look at. It's a little weird, but they can be used to level up certain skills to give you perks during your unlawful entries. Physique gives more hit points and additional time for sneaking, Agility makes you run faster and walk quieter, and Brains increases your MP. Did I forget to mention you have MP in this game? Well, I guess they took the magician thing a bit far, and every trick you use consumes a little bit. The MP management really adds to the fear of being destroyed in these labyrinths, and is a welcome addition. As my third and final hour of the first few of Catch Me came to a close, I had a nagging urge in the back of my head to sneak out of my room and stick to every wall and shadow. Simple games with a great concept can really stick in your mind, and this little game was certainly worth the $5. The game is still in early access, I can only imagine what it will become once it releases fully.